I'd like to start with the applicants. We'll start with Goody Glovers, Dan McMillan.
4857th Street. We've been operating there since September 2003, which is about 10.5 years. I put an application into the City of Boston to extend my license, closing hours from 1 a.m. to 2 p.m.
What kind of license do you have now?
All alcohol.
Are there any restrictions on the license? Food with alcohol, anything like that?
Food with alcohol.
That's the only one?
Well, on the patio.
Okay.
Doors closed 9 o'clock, I believe.
On the patio.
Doors closed 9 o'clock.
So this would just be for inside the change?
Yes.
I had heard that the property, the building had sold about a month ago to a new group coming in, and that it was possible and being marketed right now that it will not be the end user of this license in a short period of time, that the property is up for rent and the license is for sale.
Right now I have a lease.
Your lease is a long-term lease?
We're negotiating 5 to 5 right now. So the property was sold on the 30th of December. And I believe that the previous buyers of my business had been before you, I think.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
I believe
what you
the
said?
buyers who were buying Goody Glovers were before you in the fall. And when the new, I had understood that there had been before 2 organizations here in the North End. But in any case, they did not, the new buyers of the building did not honor the lease that they had negotiated.
So you're without a lease right now?
Pardon me?
You're without a lease right now?
I have a lease right now,
You do? For how long? What's the extended period of time right now?
until the end of the year, and we're in negotiations for 5 and 5.
Okay, so, but I've seen on other websites that the new owners are actually looking for a new tenant for that location. Is that true?
These are marketing.
Okay, so the property is
I haven't seen anything
so
myself.
it's probable that you will not be the end user of this particular license. Is that correct?
If I move out of there, I'll be taking my license with me myself.
So you actually own the license?
Yes.
And it's, you wouldn't be looking to sell the license, you would be looking to relocate it to another place?
Yes.
Can you give us a copy of the letter you sent to the neighbor? Along with the list.
I just wanted to ask a point of clarification, sir. Just a few minutes ago, you mentioned that you would either possibly take the license with you, which you currently own, or sell it. And then when Tony asked you a follow-up question, you mentioned that you would relocate, in other words, take it with you. So is it going to be, are we looking at 2 possible options for you, or 1 possible option, as far as what happens to the license?
So I don't get what you're asking.
You had mentioned you were either going to take the license with you, depending how things go, or you would sell it. But then a little right after that, it sounded like you didn't mention the sell, possibly the option of selling. So,
I'm looking to stay put right now in that location.
thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody else in the audience have any questions?
I'm Rosemary Pollock, and I frequently eat at Goody Glovers. And I would like to say that I'm in support of extending the hours from 1 until 2. And one reason is because the location of Goody Glovers is really not in the residential part of the North End, right opposite the Rose Kennedy Greenway, and whatever noise there might be, really isn't absorbed into the North End. And I think we're, they've always been, good neighbors to the North End, that I can support them getting the extended hours.
Stephanie Hogue, Henchman Street. I was at the ZLC meeting and you were asked who the majority of your clients are. And you indicated then that they were residents of the neighborhood. Okay.
I would say residents and non-employees, restaurants or whatever, but I don't see people coming from outside the neighborhood to the location.
I have a comment then. I think that this will increase the amount of traffic through the neighborhood later at night if most of these people are in fact residents. And I also think that it's not an appropriate time for the neighborhood to consider an extension of hours when it seems like the ownership and the leasing of this space is in flux. 2 a.m. is late. And I know that the council frequently supports hours later than I'm comfortable with. I'm speaking as a resident. But I do think that we should have before us somebody with a definite lease, and we should know definitely. Because there have been times over the years when people have come and asked the neighborhood for concessions and made certain representations about how that was going to be used. But those conditions aren't enforceable, and we frequently see that a year or two later it gets sold or something like that happens, and then we have really no control. Thank you.
Mr. McLeod, you've been doing business for 10 years plus. What has brought on this, the need for a longer business hours?
Well, just the fact that, I mean, they're 10 years and guests are asking all the time why they have to leave, and they're leaving the neighborhood to go over to Final Hall or whatever, 2 a.m. houses. And the fact that the building sold, I was paying real estate tax on a valuation of 1 million, the building sold for 2.1 million, so my real estate tax is going to literally double.
Any other questions?
I'd like to see if, if you do renew the lease, I'd like to see it come back with a new lease and then we can revisit the 2 a.m. license.
Judge make a motion to see this order or deny?
I make it
Any more questions from the audience?
I'll make a motion to deny it.
All in favor?
Wait, I couldn't hear.
There's been a motion to deny the request for until another date.
So, okay.
Deny this request.
Deny until and let him come back once he has a lease in the future date.
Just so the board knows that if we vote to deny, he would be precluded from coming back for a year, as per our bylaws. Well, the motion was to deny, so we have to take the vote. If that fails, then we can vote to table it. All in favor of denying the motion? 2, 3, 4. All opposed? 5. All right, so that motion failed. Is there another motion?
Yeah, make a motion to table it till he figures everything out.
And have him come back.
I second.
All in favor of tabling? All opposed?
What was the motion?
To table it.
Take the vote here.
Let's take a vote again. The motion is to table. It's been seconded. All in favor of tabling? All opposed? 10-0. All right, thank you.